Hello everyone, happy Monday. I'm Sam, welcome to the Flipside, and this is our regularly scheduled fireside chats. No, there is not a fire anywhere near the screen. However, it is more of an attitude, a chill time where we can just sit and chat. It is basically just a live Q&A, but we also have somewhat of an agenda so that we can let people know what to expect on the channel this week and then move forward. So thank you for being here. I appreciate you. If you have not yet done so already, I would appreciate you giving us a like and a subscribe. Maybe even hit the bell icon so that you can be notified when we have new videos coming up. We do a lot of live content here on the channel, but we do also do some edited content as well. So you can be ready for that. We also have memberships where you can, YouTube memberships, channel memberships, and you can check that out using that little link on our channel page. So I would appreciate that because that does help support the channel in a pretty significant way. So thank you. I appreciate that. All right. Well, let's see. Who have we got here? We've got Victoria Ketchum. Welcome. Hello. Hello. Welcome, Victoria. Good to see you. Karen is here. What's up? Eric is here. What's up? What's up? Oh, I got an attitude for you. All right. All right. Bring it. Bring it, Eric. David Brownlee is here. Luke is here. What's up? Good to see you guys. Thank you for being here. The same crew. That's good. I like that. All right. So the Curious Box is here. What's up, Pedro? Good to see you, buddy. Good to have you here, man. Thank you for being here. So basically for this week, Jess and I are leaving to go to Dice Tower West. That's going to be in Vegas. So I'm not going to be here in the studio, and we're not going to be able to do much as far as our regular content, regular live content. Now on Saturday, I mentioned that JT and I we're going to be recording, or rather re-recording, our top 10 science fiction games, and then those are split up into the bottom 5 on the Dice Tower and top 5 on the flip side here. That didn't happen over the weekend. There was a little hiccup, and we weren't able to get that recorded. So that will be the following week. All right. So the week after we come back, so it won't be this Friday. It'll be next Friday where that's going to go up. So I apologize for that. Just it's one of those things, man. Life happens, you know what I'm saying? So, but that won't be happening. Well, no, I'm sorry. Earlier today, we did have Tim Mativier, the person who runs Dice Tower West, and I do a podcast called The Western Contingent. That's on the Dice Tower. You can go check that out. That came out today. And then next Monday, that will also be up. That's one of the things I was doing this morning is editing episode 12. So today was episode 11. Episode 12 will come out next Monday. And then next Wednesday we'll record episode 13 so that there shouldn't be a break in that cycle at all. So you can be looking forward to that. I will not have, tomorrow we're going to be traveling. Wednesday we actually get there, and Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and we'll be coming back Sunday. So the idea here is that pretty much the rest of the week, except for tomorrow morning we are going to be here, and usually we do It Belongs to the Museum on Tuesday mornings. I do that. I'm thinking about doing a game playthrough with Jess tomorrow before we leave. We haven't been able to do that in a while, and I kind of miss doing that. So I think that's what we might do tomorrow morning instead of doing It Belongs in a Museum, because I won't be able to mail out those things to people that win the contests on It Belongs in a Museum, because I'll be gone. So I think instead of just getting behind and mailing those things out, I think we'll just do a live playthrough tomorrow morning, and I'll get that scheduled later on today, later on this afternoon, as a matter of fact. David Brownlee says, Crokinole was a hit with the non-gamer family members. Yesterday made the 12 hours of round-trip driving worth it. That's very cool. I am probably not right away, but I am in the market for a Crokinole board now. We played it at a church gathering, I want to say in January, and it was a blast. I had a great time. And it's just, I know that there are people who probably take it way too seriously, but the guy I was playing with, Brian, he was not taking it seriously, and neither was I, and we had a blast. We had a good old time. So that might be on the docket here in the somewhat near future. Those things are not cheap, so we'll just have to see how it comes about. Really like my Crokinole board, Philip says. Love it as an art piece on my wall just as much. Soon I will hang my custom-built tumbling dice next to it as well. Wow. Oh my goodness. The most recent pickups for the Curious Box is Mesos, Vault Assault, and Solstice. Betrayal at House on the Hill didn't match the expectations. Yeah, sorry. That's probably not going to have. That's an older game, and it definitely has its quirks. I'll put it that way so I can put it nicely. But yeah, there are people who super love Betrayal at House on the Hill, and I think a lot of that is nostalgia, but a lot of that is just, it's different strokes for different folks. So, yeah, sorry, Betrayal fell flat for you. The Broken Beard is here. What's up? The nice ones look like heirlooms you would pass down to your kids, right? Talk about Crokinole boards. You are right, man. There's some of them are really, really nice. But my thing is that I would want to get something that fits me. And for me, that is a Captain America shield. And and again, I haven't looked for it yet. I said I was going to, I just haven't. But that's kind of the Crokinole board that I want. And, you can have like Captain America shields for one side, and then maybe like, oh goodness. Why did I just blank on the bad guy's name? It's not Hydra, and then have like Hydra symbols for the other person. I think that would be cool. But anyway, it's probably going to cost an arm and a leg. Won't be able to afford it. We got the Mayday Kickstarter Crokinole board, which is the budget option, and it is fine for us. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you don't have to get the super nice, made out of 100% cherry wood. If you sniff it, you can actually smell the cherries. You don't have to do that, but yeah, they're not cheap. Discs with Agra? No. Hydra. Yes, that's correct. Hydra has a little symbol, and it's a skull with the I don't know. It always made me think of Medusa, but that's what I thought you could have, like those on the discs, and the other set was like Captain America shields, and that would be, I don't know, I just think that would be cool. As a woodworker, as my second hobby, love when things show wood grain, so unpainted for me. I get that, but you can stain it. I love wood grain things as well, but I would want to have it stained, not painted. So you stain a blue ring, you stain a white ring, you stain a red ring, and that I think that would just look cool to me. That's just the way it is. I just think that would look cool. Let's see. Philip Zomberg +1. Well, poo-poo on you, David. Scott Drews, I wish I would have backed the Mayday board. My FOMO wasn't strong enough. That's amazing. The episode that Tim and I recorded last week that I just edited today, that's going up next Monday, we actually talk about FOMO a little bit. Now it's within the context of, does the board game industry need a governing body? Because Gamma happened last week, and so, you know, and that's kind of what Gamma is. It's a kind of governing body between, mainly, as far as I'm aware, between publishers and distributors and retailers. But they also, you know, kind of set the tone sometimes on some of the conversations that are happening in the industry as well. And so Tim and I talked about that a little bit, and FOMO came up. So you'll check that out. Yep. All right. So as far as the rest of the week is concerned, tomorrow I think we're going to do that playthrough, Jess and I, tomorrow morning. And then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, what Jess and I are going to do is we'll put together a road trip travel vlog all together. That will be something that I edit when we get back. But every day we'll put up something. We'll put up shorts on the channel so that there's at least something coming up, and you guys, we're you know, that'll give us a point of contact. Whether we're able to do a live or something like that, I will try to do that. I'm not going to promise it, because I never like to say definitively that I'm going to do something when I go to a convention, because part of my convention going process is being flexible. And so the more I schedule for myself to do, the less flexibility I have. And more often than not, people bring me into a convention so that I can be there for the attendees, and I can be there to play games, and I can be there to hang out with people, and I don't want to encroach upon that purpose, if I can put it that way. You know, so we'll see what we can do, but at the very least, we'll get up at least one short a day, maybe a couple, I don't know, but at least one short per day, just to kind of give you guys an idea of what we're doing. And please feel free to comment on those, because I read all the comments. Every single comment that comes onto my channel, I read. I can do that right now because we don't have a whole lot of constant interaction. But I read everything. And I don't respond to everything, because that's like another part-time job. But I do read everything, and if I read it, I put that little heart from the channel and I give it a thumbs up. So as long as you see those things happening to your posts, you know that I'm reading it. If you don't mind some imperfections, Mayday is selling returned Kickstarter Crokinole boards for cheap on their site. Buyer beware. Like you stick to schedule anyhow. Wow. He's quiet until he has something snarky to say. Well, fine, Eric, be that way. Uh-oh, every comment? Yes, I do read every comment that I see. Now, it's possible that I miss a few, but my goal is that I read every single thing. Once I leave work, which bans all websites with game in the title, I will check that out, David. I would imagine there are minor imperfections. I'm checking it out right now because I can. My work doesn't have those restrictions. Well, that's not the Mayday that I'm wanting to be in. Let's see, Mayday games. How about that? There we go. Let's see here. Crokinole, Elite, Standard Crokinole. Crokinole, Elite Crokinole. Crokinole Tournament Edition. And Elite Crokinole. I'm not seeing anything that says returned. Maybe it is somewhere else. It says, oh wait, mahogany, beach, mahogany. Ah, got it. Imperfect returned mahogany elite Crokinole board. Are you kidding me? Oh, sold out, sold out, sold out, sold out, sold out, sold out, sold out. Imperfect return beach elite. Beach Elite sold out. So that right now I'm seeing that there's one Beach Elite for 79 bucks. Everything else is sold out, but maybe there's more here. Here's a sale. Imperfect returns Mahogany Elite for 140. Beach Elite Edition for 170. Another Beach Elite for 85. Ooh, that's really bad. Imperfect Beach. That looks really bad. Ooh, I wouldn't buy that. Good luck. Maybe a woodworker would want to buy it so they can fix it. I don't know. 150, 149. Yeah, there's quite a few here actually. But the imperfections are largely small. And 120. Oh, I see what happened. Got dinged through the board because the box got busted into. Scratch across the middle of the board due to damage. See photos. Yeah. That's really a small thing, in my opinion. But if you pay a lot of money for something, you want it to be perfect when you get it. I get it. I understand. Oh, that's right. I can't share my screen. Dang it. Jesse isn't here to tell me this stuff. Let me go ahead and do that. I'll do it. I'll be a good boy. Even though we'll do that, add, and I gotta go up here. It's just a you know, it's a notifications and control center. No. I don't know which one it is. Jeez Louise. Here, maybe? Google Chrome. Yes. No. Okay, I gotta stop this. Boom. Let's go back. Configure. Chrome. Sure. Nope, that was incorrect. So let's go here. Let's go there. And okay, that's not what I wanted. But maybe if I go here. Yep, that's going to change it. Okay, there we go. All right, so we'll go ahead and do this. All right, so Yeah, that is like the single solitary scratch that's on the board, and it looks like it's right in the middle of it. But they're selling this one for 120 bucks. The thing that I don't like about these is that it doesn't seem to show a picture of the complete board and how it might change how it looks. But there's other things like this one right here. My goodness, that's like broken. I mean, that's like super just like broken. So I'm like, that was literally like sawed through. No, it was probably dropped. But I don't know about buying something like that. I mean, I guess, maybe. But good night. That's huge. So I maybe wouldn't buy that. But, I mean, this one? I'm not seeing... Oh, really? That's how it's supposed to be? That's the imperfection? I guess? I don't know that I'd worry about that. But again, I am not a Crokinole player, so it's like people watching this be going, of course, that looks horrible. How dare you say such craziness? But, you know, there's little dings. I guess? I mean... I'm sorry. That thumbnail cracks me up. That cracks me up. There's like, see, right there, there's this little thing on the board, and it's imperfect. So small lumps all over the playing surface. 4 to 5 1-inch radius. They can definitely be felt when you run your hand over the surface. They stick out enough to catch my nail when they run over them. This will make unevenly surface for the buttons. Oh, is that what they're called? Buttons? Anyway, well, what about this one? The Elite Beach board came with a misaligned screw placement, making the play area offset. I guess. I don't know. I mean, I get okay, sure, gotcha, understood. I'm not in the business of thinking that really matters that much. But anyway, that is that. Let's see. Yo, party people, Monica Murphy is here. What's up? What's up? Nothing some wood glue and clamps can't fix. I know, right? See? Please indulge me, Sam. Spend my money. I assume you're flying out of Seattle. Sorry if you already said that. No, I haven't, but yes, we are. The imperfections on some are pretty bad. Well, the ones that I saw, I mean, except for the ones that I was like, nope, not going to buy that one, they're not that big. Welcome to Sam's Home Shopping Network. You crack me up, Eric. I'm so lucky I won my Crokinole board, or else who knows when I would have gotten one. Yeah, that's true. They did have issues with less than 5% of the boards. We lucked out and both of our boards were fine. I play Crokinole with food particles in my sink daily. Yeah, if this is going to take you that long to share your screen, don't bother. Be quiet, David. Kickstarter says Mayday's 2025 campaign is launching soon. Yeah, well, I'm going to probably look at that at least. If all I can do is get those mahogany ones, then maybe I'll try somewhere else because they look fine, don't get me wrong, but I want something a little cooler than that, I guess. What is everyone's fave dexterity gain? Philip asks. Sam, are you excited to play Scourbray by designer Shem Phillips this year? The gameplay looks awesome after watching playthrough videos. Actually, yes, I am. It's one of the ones that JT is really looking forward to as well. And usually when he's hyped about something, it turns out to be a pretty good game. There have been very few times where he's been super hyped about something. It comes in and one or both of us don't like it. Usually, if he's really pumped about something, it's usually pretty stinking good. So Scarabray is, I'm hoping, is going to be in that category of games that he has pegged correctly. The holes for the pegs are off. I get it. That's pretty bad. You can fix it, but you have to ask if the effort is worth the savings. For me, I'm not a tournament player. I'm not even really... I would treat Crokinole about as casually as anybody ever has. That's the Crokinole player that I would be. I would be super relaxed, super, let's just have fun, super. I wouldn't be worried about pegs being off by an inch or so. I think it is a difference of casual play and tournament level. Yeah, sure, absolutely. Switching gears, Santorini arrives tomorrow. Dadgummit, dude, man! I haven't even got my my shipping notification yet, but I did read the recent update where they said that there are just a couple thousand, or rather, there are still a couple thousand people that they haven't even begun to process yet, and they said that their distributor is, I think, 39% done. So me being a late pledger, I'm definitely in that like lower 25% of people that are going to get their stuff shipped out, I would imagine. So, you know, the last 25%, not the lower. But man, it arrives tomorrow, huh? Lucky you. Dang it. Well, enjoy. And if you make it over to another steamers before mine comes in, I'm going to expect you to bring it. Just letting you know. But I'll let you know probably. You probably won't be back until, I think you said April. So I would imagine I'll have my copy before then, but you never know. That's really cool though. I got a package yesterday. Was it yesterday, I think? That I was not expecting from a gentleman named Robert Harris. And it was a I don't have it down here, it's upstairs. Dang it. It was a game, a Scooby-Doo game, like a Escape the Haunted Mansion game. Looks really cool, actually. Read through the rule book. It looks super easy. It looks super non-complicated, but it looks fun. So I'm looking. I don't know where it came from. I don't know why it came in. So I have no idea, but pleasantly surprised. I think it'll be fun. Lord of the Rings, Fate of the Fellowship looks good, Chris says. I've enjoyed playing Star Wars The Clone Wars on multiple occasions, and I enjoy the Lord of the Rings theme even more. I'm hopeful this is good. I'm imagining it will be. The pandemic system works well. It's a good construct. So if you apply the right themes with the right mechanical twists in there, it really works well. My Grand Carnival with expansion arrives Wednesday. After years of shopping, finally found it on publisher's page. Who'd have thought? Ah, cool. I've never heard of My Grand Carnival. Isn't that Scooby designed by Sin Fung Lim? I don't think so. Yeah, probably April. You should have yours by then. I already have a list of games to bring. A bag punch board chess. Escape Room Tycoon arrived today. Still have to punch that out. Cool. Let me see if I can do something here. Let me see if my phone will work. Because Yep, there it goes. It's working. All right. Well, I'm going to take you with me because I'm going to go up and check out this game. Hopefully nothing goes bad while I'm away. But there's Strider. He's taking a nap. And so, oh, there's Max. Hello, Maximus. So we're walking upstairs, upstairs, upstairs. I can't believe I'm doing this. This is so weird. Where'd it go? Oh, I know where it is. Okay, wow. I shouldn't be showing you this. I'm gonna put my hand over the phone just because it's kind of weird that way. But, where is it? Oh, man. It's not in there. Huh. I don't know where I put it. It's not out here. Huh. That is really weird. I did this for absolutely no reason. That's really dumb. There's my blood rage thing for the door. That's pretty cool. Oh, well, while I'm up, this is the 3D printer that I bought from JT. So it's a Elegoo. Looks pretty cool. This is a dice tower. That doesn't go there. But anyway, wow, where did it go? I don't know where it went. Ice Strider. Well, that was a waste of time. Dang. See, Steamers West logo. Well, that was dumb. Could have swore I left it upstairs. I don't know where it is now. Oh well. All right. Hi, puppy. Feels like a lost footage horror movie. While you're up, beer me. No, I'm not gonna do that. Well, poop. Where did it go? I wanted to show it to you guys, but I can't remember where I put it, and I don't want to just waste time. What are you looking for? Keys? Wallet? No, I was looking for the Scooby-Doo game. I was going to show it to you. I don't think it's from Sanity. Yeah, right? Here, let's see. Let me see if I can look it up on the Geek. I want to look to see if I can find it first before I share my screen, okay? Oh, there it is. It's a 2020 game. Okay, cool. Here, let me show it to you now. So somebody sent me this game. Escape from the Haunted Mansion. And yes, Jay Cormier and Sifong Lim. So yes, you were correct, Pedro. But, I mean, it looks cool. You know, it's by the Op. They're a good company. And it looks interesting. These are all the components that comes in it. So you get a bunch of different books that have different paragraphs, basically, that you can read, different passages that you can read. The mystery manual here is basically the rule book. And then after you've read through that, each, these are going to be laid out, maybe even given to different people, depending on how many people you have. And then all of these secret envelopes are kept out there as well. And then you're going to be building maps and stuff like that, determined by what comes up over here. So you're going to take your people and you're going to put it on certain spots. And the certain spots will have like these different numbers on them. And depending on who you are, you can go over there and research it. And so, for example, I think Velma has 1, the number 1 on her standee. So you put Velma right here by the 401, and it turns into 1401. So then you go into Velma's book and you read 1401, and you determine what you're going to do at that point. So Like, see, here's Daphne next to 434, so it turns into 3434. You go read that entry in Daphne's book, and so forth. So it looks like it's interesting. It doesn't. So I think it'll be cool. I just don't know because I haven't played it yet. But anyway, you get the idea. Let's see. Jess took it to work. No, I don't think so. Speaking of wasted time, I played Wondrous Creatures on Saturday and got crushed. But did you enjoy it? Have I read anything good lately? 3rd John. That was a good read. Like you didn't like it. Like you didn't like it. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, that's the thing. Luke, if you had fun, it's not a waste of time, no matter if you lost or won. My self-correct is going crazy. Yes, my 10-year-old daughter and I played it. I just got that game last week, excited to play it. Probably, I would imagine that Scott is talking about Wondrous Creatures. I want to try Betrayal Scooby-Doo. That would be fun. I would have found that game if it wasn't for you meddling kids. That's awesome. Let's see. Let's see what else. Taking a bunch of, taking a couple 25th century games that I haven't got to the table yet to Dice Tower West. Hopefully get those played. I'm also going to be taking Fate, Defenders of Grimheim, to Dice Tower West as well. I actually wanted to kick my own butt this morning because I had Defenders of Grimheim on the very top of the shelves, and when I was getting it down to pack today, I just used the inside of just tucked my fingers into the inside of the box lid and pulled on it, and it just ripped that whole panel right up. Apparently, there's still some double-sided Gorilla Tape up there from when I put sound panels on the top of it back at the old house. So I had to fix the box lid as well, but I was like, man, it's one of those things where you just like, can you be any more stupid? Am I driving to West? Nope. It's not that far, but it's just far enough to where it doesn't cost us because the Dice Tower pays for my plane ticket to go down there, and our hotel. Driving is actually more expensive than flying for us, because we only had to pay for Jess's ticket, and Jess's ticket would easily be eat up with, a hotel on both ends, and then gas. So it's easier, and it's less time consuming. That's the really big factor. It takes longer to drive than it does to fly. So we are flying down. Wondrous Creatures wasn't bad, but it was clear that when you get in a hole early and never recover, similar to Wingspan. Gotcha. Nope, Scooby-Doo. Oh, really? Okay. So he just got that game last week. All right, cool. Yeah, I'm excited to play it too, Scott. That's cool. Willing to play again, but it's discouraging when you play and the end score is 150 to 160 to 50. Well, just think of it this way. You were the anchor, Luke. You kept everybody grounded. Well done. Yeah, you can be more stupid. I'm sure I could. I'm sure I could. There's there's a lot of room for a lack of improvement there. You're absolutely correct. It's fun and puzzly. So 10-year-old daughter and I played it. All right, cool. Well, that's good. Only discouraging when you're the 50. Oh man, way to make him feel better, David. Good job. Such an encouragement, David. Awesome, dude. I still do not have. Let me see. Did he email me yet? I don't think he has. I still haven't. I mean, he said that if anybody rubs shoulders with Tommy Clay. Tommy Clay is the guy that's in our chat every once in a while. I don't know if somebody might know him apart from being here in chat, but I think he's emailing me at the wrong email address because he said he emailed me. I checked. I didn't have it. I told him the email address to send it to me. He said he did, and I still haven't got it. And I'm waiting on that to get him his surprise from last Tuesday. So if anybody can is able to reach out to him, I would appreciate it. But I just don't have the right information anywhere. I think. Well, I mean, I think he wrote down my email address wrong. That's what I really think. Oh, okay. Doug sent me a long email. Not going to read that right now. But I don't have anything from him. So if anybody has him in their friends network or something to that effect, reach out, give them the right email address, and hopefully we'll be able to get it to him sooner rather than later. But at the end of the day, we'll just have to wait until we get it. Nothing we can really do about that. Let's see, Luke's, you did the what not to do player. Luke, some games, it takes a couple of plays to really figure out the strategies of that game. It has a lot of cards to figure out. Yes, absolutely. That's another thing Tim and I were talking about was the fact that there are many games out there where he feels like after the first play, he was talking about, I think it was Civolution, and he said that he understood, like, out of the 4 parts, he understood 2 of them, and he really didn't understand the other 2, of the board at least. And he said it's going to take me at least 2 or 3 plays to really get a full understanding of everything that's going on in the game. It's absolutely true. It's absolutely normal. Sometimes, one of the things that I do is I just try to play the game the way I've been taught how to play it, that first game. So it's kind of really elementary, and other people are like trying these weird strategies that they think will work and that kind of stuff. So it is usually, if I'm being taught how to play a game, I usually do pretty good. It's when I try to do my own little strategy and kind of go off on some tangent, that's where I really kind of get screwy. But sometimes it does take 2, 3, sometimes more plays to really understand how everything works together. So don't be discouraged, Luke. Check spam folder. I did, Nuno. I did check my spam folder and it's not there either. Nothing from Cubs.com shop. That's interesting. That's not any, it's not even close to what I'm looking for, but I might come back and read those. Yeah, there's nothing there. I did check my spam folder. That's one of the first things I do. When I was working for publishers, we regularly had to tell people to check their spam folders whenever we sent emails back to them, because our email addresses would regularly get sent to a spam folder. So we had to make sure people understood that. But so in other words, not in other words. So the reason I say that is because that was the first thing I usually check. As long as you're thinking about how you would play differently next time, it's a win. That's a good way to look at it, David. Game Nerd sales for the win. I ordered Apiary Friday. I'm looking forward to playing that again. Also ordered Gnar and Wormspan. Great sale prices. Absolutely. Maybe you blocked Tommy like you did me. I didn't block you, Eric. I have plenty of emails from you, and none of them are blocked. Sankore, Tim's, oh yes, that is correct. It was Sankore. You're correct. Thank you. I appreciate that. That tells me you watched. Aww, that's cool. Yeah, bad start, bad strategy, and bad luck all contributed. It happens. It absolutely does. How do you like Sankore as compared to Merv? On my shame of shelf, DB. Shelf of shame. Shame shelf. That's cool. Still tackling Black Angel. Darwin's Journey's next. Woof. Darwin's Journey. That's a beast of a game. It's fun, but man, oh man, there's so much to do in that. So much to keep track of. Whew. I think I've played it. Have I played it? I think I've played it twice. And maybe I've only played it once. I can't remember. I know the first time I played it, it was in Calgary during their Calgary tabletop day. JT really wanted to play it, and I was down for it, but that's a beefy game right there, dude. Eric, what do you think of Black Angel? Ooh. Love it, Victoria, he says. Love it. All right. I'm trying not to take any two-player games to Dice Tower West, so let's go ahead and end talking about Dice Tower West. I know we already did on Saturday a little bit, but so each day I'm going to be doing an hour in the Dice Tower booth, and that's from 11 to 12. So if you come by, if you're going to be at Dice Tower West, come and say hi. I would very much appreciate that. And I'm open to playing games. I don't have much else to do other than playing games. I do have some plans on Friday night. And then Saturday afternoon. And then Friday afternoon I have plans. But all of the other days, Wednesday, Thursday, and earlier Sunday, and then of course Saturday morning, those are all open. And like I said earlier, I just try to keep stuff free to us so I can be flexible to people who are there. So do that. And then Friday at, I believe, 1 p.m., Tim and I are going to be doing our top 10 backpacking games. Or backpack games. And that's going to be a fun one. And Saturday, we're going to be playing a game of Overlord, Memoir 44. That's going to be fun. I make it a point of playing a game of Memoir 44 with Patrick at least one game with him every time we go to Dice Tower West. And so that'll be a cool thing to see Patrick and play that game with him again. We're not going to really be doing any touristy type stuff there. I mean, Friday night we're going to a Golden Knights game. I don't really consider that tourism, but maybe so. We don't care anything about the Strip. We don't care anything about casinos and all that other kind of stuff. So that's not why we're there. But it'll be cool. We're looking forward to it, and we're gonna share the journey with you as much as we can with some shorts throughout the course of the week, and then we'll do a vlog, and I'll put that back together on Monday when I get back. Games to play while backpacking or fit in a backpack. Fit in a backpack. Sam, you need to come to LieraCon. Tons of people will be there. Well, I mean, obviously, Pedro, send me the information. My biggest thing is that I can't afford on what I make. I can't afford to make a whole lot of trips, and a lot of the trips that I make are largely due to the fact that somebody is bringing me in, and I know I'm only assuming that's a smaller con that's there in Portugal, I believe, is where you are. Then I would, I know it's harder for smaller conventions to bring people in, but that's really what I would have to do. And it's not because, I think I'm all that in a bag of chips. It's just that I would love to go. I just can't get there on my own. You know what I'm saying? And I'm absolutely willing to work for my pay, no matter what form of pay that comes in. And I'm willing to do whatever it is that they would feel would be necessary to make that feasible. But I don't have the ability to do all of that kind of stuff on my own. So if you know the organizers, and if they have any type of interest, put them in touch with me. I'd love to talk to them. And if our schedules can work out, I'd love to be there. It's one of those things where I love meeting people. I love doing things like that. So I'm not opposed to it at all. I just don't really have the ability to hit a lot of the conventions if I have to pay out of my pocket, because a lot of what I make goes straight into the family account. So, yep. But yeah, just I appreciate that, Pedro. I really do. Let's see. Stopped at Fun Again Games while we were in Oregon. Too bad they no longer have an online shop. Yeah. Online shops. I'm still waiting on Sam to sponsor me so I can go to one of his cons. I don't have any cons. I don't have any conventions. I don't do any conventions. Games to play while backpacking. No, the ones that they fit in a backpack. It's been a long time since I fit in a backpack. Do you have a favorite buffet? I usually stay away from buffets now because I really, 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 really have to be careful with portions. And if I'm not, I get myself into trouble really fast. And I mean, like, it makes me sick. So, like, the night before the cruise, we went out to a Cuban buffet, and it was so good, and I did not stop myself eating, and I made myself sick. I spent a long time in the bathroom at the restaurant while my family and everybody else waited on me. That was super embarrassing. So I don't like doing that. So I pretty much stay away from buffets. And if I do go to a buffet, I get a plate of food and small portions on the plate of food. And that's the kind of situation where the people who run the buffet are super making money on me. So I usually don't go to buffets. So I don't have a favorite buffet. I guess if I had to pick one, the one that is in Caesar's Palace is probably my favorite. as far as the layout and how nice it looks and all of that kind of stuff. Excuse me. Brian, can't wait to see you this week. Yeah, me too, buddy. Can't wait to see you too, man. We got to play a game. Jimmy? Jimmy Buffett. Oh my goodness. It's not that small. A few thousand will be there. Cool. But yeah, whenever I organize one, I'll do my best to have you as a special guest of honor, as someone would put it. Yeah, that's about it. I'll work for my pay. I'll insult whoever you need. Heckler for hire. So say we all. Everything in moderation, Sam. Remember, temperance is a virtue. Yeah, I know. I get it. And that's exactly what it is. Everything in moderation. But even my moderation, what some people would consider moderation at a buffet, is like way more than what I should be eating. And if I eat any more than that, what I should be eating, I'm really putting myself in danger of becoming sick. So because I've had gastric sleeve surgery, the innards are different than everybody else's. So it's not just the moderation thing. It's the fact of, no, your stomach is literally half the size that it used to be, and you have to be very careful. So that's more where I'm coming from. It's not a more moralistic thing for me. It's literally a very much a physical thing where I literally can't fit that much food in my body. And so when buffets come down the pike, I usually try to pick something else where I can order a portion. Like often on Sundays after church, we go to Applebee's. The family just goes to Applebee's. That's our, that's a time for us to sit down all together and have a meal. And often Jesse and I will get an entree and split it. So everything gets halved, and they bring out an extra plate, and I put half of it on her plate, and I take the other half on mine, and that's how we eat out a lot of the times, or we just order really small things. It's just the way it is now, it's neither here nor there, and really morality doesn't enter into it. It's just more of a thing where I feel like I'm getting taken for a ride. I'm being ripped off by buffets. And that's one of the main reasons I stay away from them. Is Jesse coming too? Yes, Brian. Jesse will be there. Even in moderation. Even moderation in moderation. Well, I don't know about that, Matthew. You beat me to it. I'm actually not going to run any demos for Mantic this year. Woohoo! I really want to just play everything. I will literally play any game you want to. Cool! Hi-ho, Cheerio it is. I'm just kidding. I don't want to play that game. I played it enough when I was a kid. I bet it takes time adjusting to a physically smaller stomach. Oh, it absolutely does. Absolutely does. Do you eat more often now, Sam? Do I eat more often now? What the nutritionists have encouraged me to do, and what I try to do, is that I have a meal, and a meal usually consists of what other people would probably consider like a snack. And so if I'm doing everything, because I'm not perfect at this, but if I'm doing everything the way they want me to do it, I'm having no more than a cup of food, which honestly, that doesn't happen very much anymore. And I'm sure my stomach has stretched out a little bit. But ideally, we'll put that moniker there. I have a cup of food, or close to a cup of food, very close to a cup of food, every 2 to 3 hours. And so I usually have about 4 meals a day, or I try to have 4 meals a day. And I should be focusing on proteins and trying to stay away from carbs. That is the game plan of success for me. That could change for other people, but they want me to shoot for over 100 grams of protein a day, and less than, I think, 50. grams of carbs. Actually, no, less than 40 grams of carbs. So, and that's hard to do. I've had to get very, what do you say? You know, I've had to really, really put some thought into how I eat carbs, because some carbs are just, like for me, I'm from Texas. So tortillas, that's like a staple for me. Like even today, I had some leftover like a chicken like stew almost. It's not soupy though, so it's not really a stew. And I put that into a tortilla, and that was with some sour cream and some cheese. That was my lunch. So we've gone to carb balance tortillas, and because I'm able to count net carbs with that 40 gram window, that's made it a little bit easier. But back right after I had my surgery, it was just 40 carbs, period. Like, don't count net carbs, don't count, you know, it's just straight up how many carbs are here. You don't get to minus the dietary fiber to get to net carbs. And that was hard. That was super hard. But yeah, it definitely takes some time to get used to. Absolutely. Good for you, Sam. Recognize good portion control. As a big guy, 6'4", 270, I am constantly pressured. Pleasure to eat more than normal portions. Yep, absolutely. Smaller meals more often. Yes, that is correct. Also, my mom had her stomach stapled and had to eat cup-sized meals, but she didn't stick to it, and her stomach eventually stretched to accommodate the normal portions. Yep. Tortillas are a gift from God. Yes, that's correct. I bet the manna in the desert was tortillas. Yeah, that probably could be. You're making me feel guilty for not watching the stream from the treadmill. Sounds like work just to sustain. Yeah, kinda. It kind of is, but it's good work. You know, it's generally made me a lot healthier than I used to be, and that's a huge blessing. Huge blessing. Now, I have slipped a little bit, and I've gained some of that weight back, but I'm staying at about when I started this journey, I was 409, and I think I'm about at 300 right now. So I got all the way down to about 270, so I have gained some weight back, and that's unfortunate. But I'm going to try to stay healthy as much as possible. All right, it is 3 o'clock. I got to get out of here because I got to get ready we are taking Strider to the kennel today because we don't want him cooped up in the house all day long while we are away. So we're going to take him to the kennel today. So we got to get that done as soon as Jess gets off work. So, and I am pretty much done packing except for my stuff that's in the morning, toiletries and whatnot. So that's all pretty much well and good, but I do need to go upload the Western contingent that's going up next Monday, so I can get that done and out of my hair. See, but we do need to hit the road. Congrats, that's great. Thank you, Eric. Appreciate you. It's interesting that we have to think about our diet so much. In the past, you only ate what you grew or caught. Well, and again, Fat Captain, it's more, it's not so much that they didn't think about it, it's that they didn't have to. I mean, if you think about it, you were outside, generally speaking, working, doing things around the house, working out in the fields, going hunting, going fishing, whatever it might be. You were outside doing things. They were very active lifestyles. There were no screens, there were no TVs, there was no radio, there was nothing for you to just sit and do something, so you were actively doing things. So when you ate, you were rather replenishing your body of those calories rather than just stacking onto them. So there's a lot of different factors as far as that goes. As far as I can, my estimation is that just a more active lifestyle. And so yeah, it's just the way it is. See you soon, Sam. Absolutely, Brian. See you later. See you soon as well. I am going to get out of here. Thank you all for joining us. I certainly appreciate it. Stay tuned, as we will have those shorts coming to you throughout the week, and we will get back to normal on the flip side of Dice Tower West as soon as humanly possible. But we will be doing some things while there, so be on the lookout for those. I appreciate all of your support. I really do. Thank you for being here, and we'll see you guys and gals on the flip side. Take care.